All right. So yeah, this is the first video I'm gonna be making of this series because my wife thought it would be a good idea. So recently I got really inspired. I dig a little bit more into like Ramadan. I know the basics of it, and just through so many different things that are happening in my life. I told my wife, I'm like, what if I do it? Obviously, I'm not Muslim, nor do I gonna practice any of the religious beliefs, which that's the most important part. But I want to try this just more of a mental challenge to myself, especially for someone that loves to eat. So this is the third day. So I'm fasting, right? From sunset to sunrise to sunset. No water, no food, and the first day was fine. The second one kicked my butt, and now the third day, I'm doing okay. I work with a lot of different people that do this for religious beliefs, and it was really inspiring to know that there's people that have the mental capacity to push themselves to this type of fasting or different challenge. And obviously, again, they have different reasons, and it's more of a religious thing that they follow, and there's a lot of praying and things of that nature involved. But yeah, just wanted to document all of this. And no, I'm not doing it to lose weight. In fact, some of the research that we did, you actually gain weight during Ramadan. But I just want to say I have great respect for the people that actually practice Ramadan, because it's a religious thing. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's 3:43 right now. It was difficult because my job requires me to talk to people. But yeah, 28 more days to go. Back and forth whether I should record horizontal or just keep it vertical. And I was like, I mean, if anybody's gonna watch this, number one, why would they want to watch it vertical? But anyways, March 6th, so I don't even know how many days of fasting, so it's been pretty good. I think I managed to find my biggest challenge, which is kind of sad and pathetic, that I'm actually more addicted or dependent, whatever you want to use, on sugar. And so I've been able to manage where's the camera? I've been able to manage more like the hunger. Mentally, it's been a great experience for me. Where the hell did that come from? I've been able to manage the hunger, which I thought it was going to be impossible. But what I know that I've been having a difficult time is the sugar and the caffeine. So I've incorporated that in part of my meal in the morning. So like this morning I had it's practically a torta, but it was just bread with 2 pieces of ham and 2 pieces of cheese, and then my coffee and 2 apples. So that was it. That was a big meal, and a lot of water, as much as I can consume in like 30 minutes, because obviously trying to come to work fully bloated is just not the case, right? But the reason I wanted to pick up the camera today, I think I am going to be recording horizontal because I think it just looks so much better. Let me see if I can screw it back. Nope, I can't. I really need to get a holder for when I'm driving, because it's not safe, and especially today's a little on the drizzling side. But the reason why I wanted to touch base was there's 2 major reasons why I'm doing this whole fasting thing. Number one, with somebody that I was working with, and that individual is going through some challenging things, and that individual actually does practice Ramadan. I feel like it was a way for me. I can't fix the problem, but I wanted to find like solidarity with them. And so this is the only way I could come up with. I'm like, what if I'm able to do Ramadan? Obviously not doing Ramadan, because that would mean that I would be doing the religious aspect, which is probably the most important thing. Not probably, it is the most important thing. And we know that it's not about not eating, it's about having that mental strength. And oh my god, I'm all over the place. And being able to show strength and gratitude and things like that. So that's number one. Okay. And then number 2 reason why is I already talked to my wife about this, and she knows that I want to do this. And so my thing is this, like, if I tell her, hey, I'm gonna do this, and then I don't do it, like, how does that change her perspective of me? I think it's more of a pride thing, and a little bit of making sure that I stand on my 10 toes and say, hey, if I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna do it, because if I tell her I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and then I don't do it, what's the expectation moving forward with other things and other aspects of my life? I know some may think you're overthinking it, but the reality is, I'm a true believer that if I tell you I'm gonna do something and I don't do it, you may not say it, but you're losing a little bit of trust and confidence in me, and that's I don't want that for myself, and I don't want that for somebody else that depends on me. So I guess meal or way to break fast. Sunset was at 5:52. Usually wait like a minute or so just to ensure that I don't, drink or eat beforehand. Since I'm Mexican, my mom cooks Mexican food, so she made yeah, what do you call this? Pork chops, right? She made pork chops. I know them as chuletas, that's why. And then just beans. So it's gonna be pretty good. And then I'm gonna have some cake from Costco. So I like Premiere and watching it in Spanish, so it's gonna be pretty fun. Go Chelsea. But yeah, 5:54. Just always started with water just to kind of keep it, not too crazy. Because I also don't want to start eating right away because I don't know how my system's gonna feel. 4:44. Feel like getting some food. Got a little hungry, I guess. Got some. I don't know how to say it in English, but it's candela. I'm gonna make my coffee with some big baguette, just bread. But I'm obviously gonna break fast with, well, not break fast because I ate with water, and then have my coffee and all that stuff. Also, this dude never wakes up, and all of a sudden at 5:30. Hi, Chubbs. He said he wants to check up on me, see what we're up to. Hi, buddy. Oh, me papash. 18 years old, still strong. Let's eat. 10th, it definitely was a big challenge. Yesterday here in Cali, we went to daylight saving time, so that means that we got more daylight, which means sunset is, in theory, an hour longer or later. And I really need a freaking phone holder or something. But yeah, very challenging to say the least. One of the things that I wanted to share today is that obviously the only person that knows that I'm doing this fasting is my wife, and so my mom, who helps out around with my son, she also likes to cook food, and she makes traditional food. Like she was making mole, and mole, for those that don't know, it's on the spicier side, so I need to eat mole. And then she made aguachile, which is another spicy food, because she's thinking I'm gonna eat around 4 p.m., 5 p.m. and but since I'm not eating till I think I haven't checked sunset today, but yesterday was till like 6 and some change. I was hungry by the end of last night, but yeah, I just thought it was funny because she makes spicy food, and then I'm having to eat it really late or eat it really early, and it's tough, but it is what it is. Yeah, it definitely has helped me a lot more in the mental, just giving me the confidence that it's doable. I mean, it is what it is. I've been doing it. This is the 10th day. Yesterday and today I was definitely thinking more about food than regularly. So once I get this turn at 40. So anyways, I hope some of you guys understand that like this is definitely a challenge for me, especially with the food that I eat. When I make my food, I've been eating a lot of quesadillas just because they're easy to make, they're fulfilling, maybe putting a little bit of meat, but I've just been eating very light stuff like that, not big old meals. 14 p.m. and then if any of you guys were wondering what chilatole is, not chilatole, I forgot the name of it already, but it's practically shrimp, cucumber, and spicy. So Kind of heavy too, yeah. I have some very unfortunate news. I broke fast. I could have just lied and been like, yeah, whatever. But I didn't. I wholeheartedly do feel bad because it's like, man, like I wanted to do the whole month. Let me kind of give you guys a picture of what just happened, what transpired. So, obviously, we're celebrating one over my students. I keep saying I work with people, but I work with students. And part of it is, do a speech. And that went well. But the way they had us sit, the organization is a very unique organization. Just to give you guys an idea, it's called California State Daughters of American Revolution. Okay. For those that don't know, it's an organization extremely conservative. They work based on, they're all family members. All the members are family members from somebody that fought in the revolution, or our military, and when I realized that, I'm like, oh man, I need to fit in, is the fact that we had a table and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladies that are part of the organization. Then my student and her mom were next to me, and so they were like just hovering around us and asking us all these questions, like, okay, do you have any family members in the military? They kept sharing stories about their siblings in the Mayflower, and all these different things, like very, very patriotic. And then the meeting, the event happened started by obviously Pledge of Allegiance. That's normal. The national anthem, okay, that's normal. But then we read like these specific, like, mantra, I guess you could say, or thing for their organization, and then another one for their chapter. I was one of 2 brown people, and the servers were brown, but everybody else is different complexion. It would have been very challenging to be like, oh, I'm fasting, and then be like, oh, because of mental challenge. I know at the end of the day it's BS. I could have done it, but it was very uncomfortable to just sit there, and then everybody's like, oh, is it good? And I was just like, yeah, it's great. Because I looked at my plate when they brought it out. I was like, damn, I wish it would have been more spread out, and then I could have, but as soon as it came, it's like, no, start eating, and I was like, damn. So I guess I had to read the room. I'm legitimate upset. I know this is not a religious thing for me, but it was more of a challenge, and I already feel like I failed. It bothers me because I think it's the 12th. We're freaking halfway through the month. But it was just a very unique situation. Very, and the reason I'm bringing up conservatism is because even somebody mentioned the Book of Mormon. They were talking about like plays, and they started, oh yeah, the Book of Mormon, and then you can just see like people roll their eyes like, oh, okay. I'm just like, oh shit. So yeah, I wasn't gonna be like, oh yeah, Muslims and they practice fat. They're like, you're a Muslim. Like I don't want to do that. To some people it's like, well, what's the big deal, bro? You're not religious. You're just doing it as a mental challenge. It is, but at the same time, it's like, I like to believe that part of the reason why Muslims or people that fast do it is because they are gonna be in uncomfortable situations like this, and they still stick to their guns or their beliefs or whatever. Yeah, I'll continue to fast for the end of the month, but I know for a fact that it's tainted. I don't want to be like, well, it's tainted, so I'm just gonna quit. No, I'm gonna finish, and I'm gonna be honest with myself, and admit that I failed. Alrighty, guys. Very, very unfortunate. But I'd rather be honest with you guys than to just... I could have skipped the whole vlog and been like, oh, it went great. I guess this is what social pressure looks to some people. It was just a weird, very, very patriotic American Marines. I mean, it was the ladies that are part of it, and they were very, very respectful and very nice. I'm sure they would have understood, but I didn't want to be in that situation. They had like super big old, like almost like if they were part of the military, banners and things like that. They're like, yeah, we went to Washington State, we have been nationally recognized, and you know, it's like it's a big, big deal. It's like we're all related to somebody from the revolution, so we take that very seriously, you know, our American values, and which I do too, but not to that level. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just saying this out loud just to make myself feel better or justify it, but it is what it is. I'll be fasting till the end of sunset today, and we continue. Bell pepper sandwich. Put you in game, man. Looks sloppy, but trust me, it's good. 5:55 in the morning, and making my coffee. So today I have a car interview at 7, then a cars and coffee. And what else am I gonna do? I don't know. I've been tired though, for sure. Yesterday I spent at least 5 hours wrenching on the car. Something that should have not taken 5 hours, but at least that took all that time from me thinking from food. So today's Sunday, so yesterday's Saturday. That went well. Friday I had a difficult time. Obviously, you know, I didn't eat till I was supposed to, but Friday I was thinking more about food. Again, I think it's that Friday mentality. And then Friday we ended up going getting some sweet bread. So I think that's what I was craving. So that's what I was thinking more about food. But yeah, today should be easy. Sunday. I don't know what day of the month it is, but just want to give you guys an update. I'm just right now making my baby's food, so all right. I'm tired. A meal. We're just gonna do quesadillas. Super simple, but if you know, you know. This is queso Oaxaca. It melts like no other. Then avocado. Then my coffee's ready. That. Maybe a banana and a little bit of bread. Just keep it super simple. No, spill. Cool. Yeah. Alrighty. 6:07 in the morning. It was breakfast. Probably not the healthiest, but yeah, it's Monday, March 17th. It's kind of crazy that we're already ahead of, you know, more than the halfway mark. Saturday and Sunday were actually pretty easy to fast. Saturday I was really busy working on the car, I don't know, for 6 hours. That's a whole different shebang of its own. So I had family over, and you know, they ate, and I told my brothers about it, so they're cool with it. And then around 7 I was eating, you know, like crazy. They just asked me a couple questions, like, how do you feel? They're like, is it hard? I'm it's all mindset, right? And then Sunday was chill too, because you know, I kept myself busy, and the new time hasn't really affected me as much anymore. So obviously we're ending fasting till 7 p.m. But it's not affecting me as much as the very first time that they switched the time. Other than that, it's been pretty good. Yeah, a couple more weeks. I don't know. I'm actually interested to see how I'm gonna be able to transition back once we're done with the fasting and how I'm going to integrate intermittent fasting, because I still want to do it. I think there's some benefits to it. Number one, I'm not eating as much, and I can just even think about how I'm not eating as much because I'm not constantly eating. So that's number one. And number two, I like the feeling of like not eating right away just because I'm bored. So we'll see. But for now, we'll eat what? It's not the healthiest, but it's food. So Tuesday, March 18th, more than halfway done with the month, which I'm super, super excited because I've been pretty good. Yesterday was rough. I was really looking forward to what I ate, which was the cocktail de camarón. And so that's why I was like, oh, the more I thought about food, from 5:30 specifically to 7:01, it felt like hours. And I'm just like, why am I struggling today? And then I'm like, well, maybe because I'm really looking forward to what's for dinner. So today I'm not gonna make the same mistake. It's 3:45. Obviously sunset, I think it's a 7:02. I haven't checked. I've been checking every day. But it's just to keep me back in that mindset, you know, just don't focus on food, because if you think about food or you think about hunger, you're gonna get hungry. So I think what I'm gonna do different today is just, obviously I always just go on a walk in the afternoon with my family, but usually when I come back from the walk, it's just, you know, mostly hang out in the sofa or work on the YouTube channel. But I think today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be a little more active. But weight wise, I weighed myself, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, like fully clothed, 235, 236, which honestly, it's surprising. That means that I'm still eating a lot, because the first 2 days that I started this whole fasting journey, my weight went down to 235. I've always been hovering around 240. So that means that in 2 days, in 2 weeks, I haven't really lost weight. So that means that I lost weight, but I'm also still eating quite a bit to maintain it. So we'll see. But that's me checking after I eat at night. I told you guys, yeah, I'm not expecting anything big today, so I should be better. Had made tortillas, enchiladas, my mom made, so. All right, guys, so it's Thursday, March, whatever it is, I don't know. And today we're having Costco pizza for dinner, brunch, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, and sangria. I don't know. It always goes well. So what I do, I cut the pizza in squares, and then I'll put a whole bunch of like the red peppers that we have. Alrighty, so today's interesting because today's Sunday, March, whatever it is. I don't even know. But it's 6:31, and I'm supposed to drive all the way to like Elsinore for the Honda meet. I was supposed to be leaving at 6:20. I cut my alarm. I woke up late, and now I'm like, I can't just leave because then I'm not gonna have time to eat during, you know, the day. So I'm like, So I'm already gonna be late. That's fine. Make a couple quesadillas, my coffee for sure, and then dip to Lake Elsinore to shoot. Guys, so one of the things that I actually do look forward to now that I'm almost done with you know, the whole fasting thing, is looking forward to my meal. So it's 7:16, as you guys can tell, and I'm cooking a little bit of meat, and I'll put it on this little patty. Well, this is gonna be like a little burger patty. Now I must say that my wife was such a jealous person that I did this, so she had to up one me. So now she's taking on a marathon. So that's fun. Thanks, babe. So now all that dish is on her. So anyways, yeah, should be fun, but just giving me a hard time. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. The patties from Costco. Yes, it's greasy, but it's just a very simple wannabe burger. And honestly, guys, I didn't cut any of the tomatoes and stuff, mostly because I'm really hungry. I'm gonna eat this, and then I think I'm gonna eat mango and banana. Oh yeah, so I got my hard-boiled eggs right here. So I'm just looking forward to what I eat nowadays a little bit more. So bon appetit. what day is today? Today is Tuesday. So 1 more week and that's it. Damn. It's going good. Oh, by the way, weight update. I know I've been telling you guys I'm not doing this to lose weight. So, I'm at 333, I think, a night after I eat. So that's like 7 pounds. It's crazy. 233? Oh, 233. My bad. Yeah. Alrighty, 7:12. So today is Saturday. Breaking fast for the last time on camera because I'm probably gonna edit this videos tonight and then Sunday I won't be showing. So happy Ramadan to anybody who actually followed through with the praying and everything. As I said, I hope this doesn't come across in a negative way. I just wanted to, show solidarity with, one of my students, and also I want to see if I could do, mental mindset, challenge for me. So 7:12. Let's drink some water. It's fair to say that I play video games towards the last 30-40 minutes because I was hungry. Ooh. Sorry, McLaren outside. Just, so nice. Anyways, yeah. So it's been fun. I think some of the key takeaways that I want to share with you guys is that, it's a challenge, but obviously you can do it. Espérate, papas, ya me lo termino, okay? Sorry, papi. And just greater respect for the people that do it every year. Will I be doing this again? Yeah, definitely. I think this taught me that I can definitely do it. I'm also gonna be continue to fast after this. Don't know my times yet, but I definitely know that a lot of water during the the workday. But I don't think I'm gonna be eating the way I used to be eating. I feel good. I never felt weird in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, thank you to all 22 of you who saw this video. I know, super weird coming out of my channel, but anatomy is part of the channel. So all right, so anyways, we're gonna finish it with the bell pepper sandwich, is the one that I showed before, and my wife got this chicken tender stuff. I'm gonna do a sandwich with that, and then I went and got some coffee earlier from a coffee shop, and so I'm gonna be heating it up because my wife is the one that tried that. I didn't, so I'm gonna heat that up. So have my chai latte, and yeah, so thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's really out there, but yeah.